Lagoon's Edge, a coastal village, was a canvas of tranquility and natural beauty in the summer of 2005. The village, with its charming cobblestone pathways and houses adorned in soft pastel hues, was a sanctuary for those seeking solace in nature's lap. The expansive gleaming lagoon, which seamlessly kissed the sea, was the jewel of this quaint village. Legends whispered of hidden treasures and mystical creatures beneath its azure surface. The Carter family, consisting of Robert Carter, a seasoned journalist, his wife Lydia, a celebrated photographer, and their spirited 12-year-old daughter Sophie, sought a summer of adventure and inspiration at Lagoon's Edge. They nestled into a cozy cottage that offered a panoramic view of the lagoon, hoping the serene environment would spark their creative energies. One sun-drenched morning, the Carters, along with a few intrigued villagers, embarked on a boat expedition to explore the hidden alcoves of the lagoon. Lagoon's Whisper, captained by the seasoned Captain Elias, whose lineage was deeply intertwined with the village's history, sailed smoothly over the gentle waves. With his weathered face and twinkling eyes, Elias recounted stories of pirates, ancient shipwrecks, and the mythical guardians of the lagoon. Sophie's adventurous spirit was captivated by the legend of Mermaid's Cove, a secluded spot celebrated for its crystal-clear waters, and rumored to be a favored haunt for mermaids. Elias, his smile filled with knowing, expertly guided the boat toward the cove. Upon reaching Mermaid's Cove, the group was mesmerized by its ethereal beauty and couldn't resist diving into the inviting waters. Sophie, fearless and curious, swam deeper into the cove, enchanted by the vibrant marine life. Suddenly, the tranquility was shattered by the appearance of dark, swift-moving shadows. A pack of sharks encircled Sophie, their piercing eyes locked onto her and their intentions ominously clear. Her heart pounded as she tried to maintain a semblance of calm, floating motionless in the water. Surrounded by the unforgiving depths of the ocean, Sophie found herself in the midst of a heart-stopping moment as a pack of sharks descended upon her. Sensing an opportunity, the powerful predators closed in, their dorsal fins slicing through the water's surface with a sinister grace. Sophie's heart pounded like a drumbeat, her every instinct screaming for her to flee. As she desperately tried to move towards the boat, the sharks moved in closer, their cold black eyes fixed on her. One of them lunged, teeth bared, and Sophie felt the rush of terror course through her veins as the shark's jaws snapped shut just inches from her leg. But before the other sharks could inflict further harm, a pair of saviors emerged from the boat. Captain Elias and Robert, driven by remarkable swiftness and courage, thrust at the attacking sharks with a makeshift spear, repelling them with precise, calculated jabs. The pack of sharks, momentarily thrown off balance by the sudden turn of events, retreated, their hunt disrupted. There was no time to spare in the aftermath of the heart-stopping shark encounter. With Sophie's life hanging in the balance, they acted swiftly, rushing her back to the safety of the boat. The adrenaline-fueled race against time continued as they sped toward the shore and called for an emergency medical team. At the hospital, the dedicated medical staff worked tirelessly to stabilize Sophie. She bore the physical scars of the attack, but her spirit remained unbroken. Days turned into weeks as she underwent surgeries and received round-the-clock care. Gradually, with each passing day, Sophie's strength returned. Her indomitable willpower carried her through a challenging recovery, aided by the unwavering support of her family and the ever-present Robert, who refused to leave her side. It was a testament to her resilience that she not only survived the vicious shark attack, but also emerged from it stronger and more determined than ever before. As Sophie's health improved, the Carters and their guides couldn't help but reflect on the fateful day. It had been a difficult journey, one that had tested their courage and forged unbreakable bonds. The memory of the shark encounter would forever remain etched in their minds as a testament to the power of human determination and the strength of the human spirit. In the coastal town of Wavecrest, the pristine Golden Sands Bay was a surfer's dream. Its consistent waves, azure waters, and sun-kissed beaches drew enthusiasts from all corners. The year was 1998, and the Wavecrest Surfing Championship was the most awaited event of the summer. Among the participants was 16-year-old Mia Bennett, a prodigy in the surfing community. Mia epitomized the surfer spirit with her sun-bleached hair, bronze skin, and fearless demeanor. Her family, comprising her parents, Jake and Lila, and her younger brother, Lucas, were her pillars of strength. They had journeyed with her to Wavecrest, setting up camp close to the beach to root for her. The championship's inaugural day was radiant and promising. The beach hummed with anticipation, the scent of the sea permeating the air and the rhythmic sound of waves setting the backdrop. After her preparatory rituals, Mia waxed her surfboard, gearing up for her performance. As she ventured into the waves, onlookers watched with high expectations. Mia's prowess was well known, and many pegged her as the favorite for the crown. Patiently, she awaited the ideal wave, her focus unwavering. When the opportune wave approached, Mia showcased her expertise, pulling off intricate moves that garnered applause from the shore. However, as her performance neared its climax, an unexpected disturbance in the water disrupted her flow. Emerging from the ocean's depths, a group of sharks, attracted by the commotion, closed in. The audience stared, frozen in disbelief, as the sharks encircled Mia. In a heart-stopping moment, a shark attacked, its jaws seizing Mia's leg. The sheer force toppled her from her board, and the tranquil waters of Golden Sands Bay were tainted with red. Jake and Lila, gripped by terror, could only watch their daughter's ordeal. Lucas, driven by adrenaline, commandeered a nearby jet ski, speeding towards Mia. The jet ski's noise and motion momentarily confused the sharks, granting Lucas a brief chance to rescue Mia. With Mia, injured but safe, on the jet ski, Lucas raced back to land. The gathered crowd, recovering from the shock, mobilized. Medical teams attended to Mia while others consoled the distraught Bennett family. The championship was promptly suspended and the beach was evacuated. The festive ambiance of Golden Sands Bay had been overshadowed by the day's grim events, underscoring the unpredictability of nature. As first responders whisked Mia to the nearest hospital, the Bennett family united in their concern, their summer in Wavecrest taking an unforeseen and harrowing turn. The days following the shark attack were a whirlwind for the Bennett family. Mia's condition was stabilized, but the trauma of the incident lingered. The town of Wavecrest, known for its close-knit community, rallied around the family, offering support and prayers for Mia's swift recovery. In the hospital, Mia's fighting spirit shone through. The bite on her leg required surgery and intensive physiotherapy. Every day was a battle, but with her family's unconditional love and support and her own determination, Mia made remarkable progress. Lucas in particular spent hours by her side, recounting tales of their childhood adventures and planning future escapades. News of Mia's resilience spread throughout Wavecrest, turning her into a beacon of hope and inspiration. The organizers of the Wavecrest Surfing Championship, recognizing the significance of Mia's journey, decided to reschedule the event in her honor. 2 months after the incident, with Mia's leg healed and her spirit unbroken, the championship was announced. The beach was abuzz once more, but the atmosphere was charged with anticipation and respect for Mia's invincible spirit this time. On the day of the competition, Golden Sands Bay was a spectacle of colors and excitement. Flags fluttered in the breeze, and the crowd, larger than before, waited with bated breath. The star attraction was Mia, donning a custom-made wetsuit that proudly displayed a shark emblem. Her first foray into the waves was met with thunderous applause. Every eye was on Mia as she danced on the waves, her moves fluid and confident. The memory of the attack seemed to fuel her. Each wave conquered a testament to her resilience. As the competition progressed, it became evident that Mia was in her element. Her performance was a blend of skill, grace, and sheer willpower. The other participants, recognizing the gravity of her journey, displayed sportsmanship of the highest order, cheering her on. The final round was a spectacle in itself. Mia chose the biggest wave, riding it with a finesse that left the audience in awe. As she completed her run, the beach erupted in cheers, and many were moved to tears by her triumphant return. When the results were announced, it was no surprise that Mia Bennett was crowned the champion of the Wavecrest Surfing Championship. The trophy in her hand was not just a symbol of her surfing prowess, but a testament to her journey of recovery and determination. The day culminated in a grand celebration. The Bennett family was at the heart of it, their joy and relief evident. Jake and Lila, overwhelmed with pride, hugged their children, their bond stronger than ever. With a twinkle in his eye, Lucas whispered plans for their next adventure. eliciting a chuckle from Mia. Mia stood at the water's edge as the sun set on Golden Sands Bay, her silhouette against the fiery horizon. Once a source of trauma, the waves now whispered promises of endless adventures. The story of Mia Bennett, the girl who faced down a pack of sharks and emerged victorious, became the stuff of legends in Wavecrest. It was a tale of courage, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit, inspiring generations to come. Azure Bay, nestled on the eastern coast, was a picturesque haven. Golden sands, turquoise waters, and a town rich in tales of sailors and treasures set the backdrop for the Thompson family's summer vacation in 1998. The family, David Thompson, a marine biologist, his wife Clara, a schoolteacher, and their children, 16-year-old Emily and 8-year-old Max, were eager to explore. On their third day, they decided to rent a boat and venture into the deeper waters of the bay. David shared captivating stories about the diverse marine life that inhabited these waters, but he also cautioned them about the occasional sightings of sharks in the area. By noon, they anchored near a vibrant coral reef. As the family snorkeled, Emily, drawn by the allure of the deep, swam farther from the boat. The underwater world was mesmerizing. Colorful corals, darting fish, and the play of light through the water. But this beauty was soon overshadowed by a looming threat. A shadow passed over Emily, and she froze. Circling her were multiple sleek gray forms, sharks. The typically serene inhabitants of Azure Bay appeared unusually agitated. Recalling her father's advice, Emily made an effort to stay composed, refraining from sudden movements. Nevertheless, the sharks continued to grow bolder, inching closer. On the boat, Max's scream alerted the others. David scanned the waters, his heart sinking as he spotted the sharks around Emily. Clara clutched Max, her face pale, watching the scene unfold with dread. Emily, trying to control her rising panic, remembered a documentary she'd watched with her father. She began to slowly and deliberately tread water, making herself appear larger, hoping to deter the curious sharks. But one, larger than the rest, began to approach her directly, its intent clear. David, without hesitation, dove into the water, swimming with powerful strokes towards his daughter. David kept Emily close to him, making sure they presented themselves as a single, larger entity in the water. Sharks are more likely to be cautious when approaching larger prey. David also maintained unbroken eye contact with any sharks in the vicinity, signaling to them that he was fully aware of their presence. In response, the large shark, momentarily distracted, veered off course, although the others continued circling. The sun's rays, filtering through the water, created a surreal atmosphere as father and daughter found themselves in a standoff with the pack of sharks. Every movement, every breath was crucial. The tension in the water was palpable. David remembered a technique he'd learned during his marine studies as he tried to form a plan. He began to splash and create commotion, drawing the sharks' attention to him and away from Emily. The gamble was risky, but it was their best chance. Emily seized the opportunity, swimming with all her might towards the boat. Clara, seeing her approach, reached out, pulling her aboard. But David was still in the water, leading the sharks away. The family's ordeal was far from over, and as the boat's engine roared to life, the true test of their courage and unity was just beginning. As Emily struggled onto the boat, gasping for breath, Clara enveloped her in a tight, tearful embrace. Max clung to his sister's side, his young eyes filled with a blend of fear and relief. However, their reunion was fleeting, as David remained in the water, intentionally drawing the attention of the sharks with his diversionary tactics. The boat's engine roared to life as Clara steered it closer to David, trying to create a barrier between him and the sharks. The large shark, seemingly the leader, was relentless, tailing David with a predatory focus. The azure waters of the bay, usually a symbol of tranquility, now churned with tension and danger. Using his knowledge of marine behavior, David dove deeper, then suddenly changed direction, trying to confuse the predators. He reached into his pocket, pulling out a small device he always carried, a sonic repeller. Designed to emit frequencies unpleasant to sharks, it was his last hope. Upon activating the device, a piercing, high-pitched sound resonated through the water. The sharks, disoriented by the unexpected noise, started to scatter in different directions. Seizing the moment, David swam upwards, breaking the surface and gasping for air. Clara, with Max's help, extended an oar towards him. Grasping it firmly, David was pulled aboard, exhausted but alive. The family huddled together, the boat speeding back to the safety of the shore. The azure horizon, which had promised a day of adventure and exploration, now bore witness to their harrowing ordeal. Back on the sandy shores of Azure Bay, the Thompsons were met with a crowd of locals and tourists, having been alerted by the flare David had fired earlier. The local lifeguard team and some fishermen approached, offering blankets and warm drinks. The family's vacation had taken an unexpected turn, but it also brought them closer than ever. They realized the strength of their bond and the lengths they would go to protect one another. As their vacation came to an end, the Thompsons left Azure Bay with mixed emotions. The beauty of the place was undeniable, but the memories of that fateful day would forever be etched in their minds. Years later, Emily, inspired by her father and their shared experience, became a marine biologist herself. She returned to Azure Bay, dedicating her life to studying sharks and advocating for their conservation. Through her efforts, the town established a marine sanctuary, ensuring that future generations could experience the wonders of the bay safely. The story of the Thompsons' encounter with the sharks became a legend in Azure Bay. It served as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the sea and the importance of respecting its inhabitants. But above all, it was a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the bonds of family. And so, as the sun set on the horizon, casting a golden glow over the tranquil waters of Azure Bay, the legacy of the Thompson family lived on, a beacon of hope and unity in the face of adversity. Nestled within the Corallina Isles was the lesser-known coastal region of Marlin's Edge. Its untouched beaches and the allure of its underwater mysteries made it a haven for those seeking a unique diving experience. The Harper family, consisting of James, a university professor, Elise, a renowned novelist, their spirited daughter Ava, and their younger son Ethan chose Marlin's Edge for their summer getaway. The family had heard tales of the region's underwater caves and vibrant marine life, and were eager to explore its depths. Upon their arrival, they were captivated by the serene beauty of Marlin's Edge. The gentle sound of waves, the pristine sands, and the distant horizon promised an adventure they wouldn't forget. To make the most of their trip, they enlisted the services of Marlin's Dive Adventures, a local dive center known for its expert guides. The day of the dive was picture perfect. The sun illuminated the clear waters, revealing a hint of the wonders below. With their gear checked and spirits high, the Harpers, accompanied by their dive guide Marco and some of the boat crew, began their underwater journey. The marine world of Marlin's Edge was breathtaking. Schools of colorful fish, intricate coral formations, and the play of light created a magical setting. Ava led the group, eager to explore, with Ethan trying to match her enthusiasm. However, the tranquility was soon disrupted. From a distant, shadowy region, a pack of sharks emerged, their presence instantly changing the dynamics of the dive. The Harpers found themselves in a precarious situation as the sharks circled, their intent clear. A sudden movement from one of the sharks saw it heading straight for Ava. Before anyone could react, it came dangerously close, its teeth grazing her leg. A sense of urgency and fear replaced the serene environment. Drawing upon his experience, Marco signaled the group to form a tight cluster. Protective instincts kicking in, James and Elise moved closer to their children, ensuring they remained together. Thinking quickly, Marco reached into his diving belt and retrieved a small canister of shark-repellent spray. He was well aware that when released, the cloud of repellent emitted a signal of danger to any sharks in the vicinity, suggesting the possible presence of a predator. This action created a temporary safety zone around them. Using this brief window, the group began their ascent, each moment filled with tension as they hoped to reach the safety of the surface without any further encounters. The ascent to the surface felt like the longest journey the Harpers had ever undertaken. Ava felt the sting from the gash on her leg with each upward kick, a constant reminder of the close encounter. The once clear waters of Marlin's Edge now seemed murky, clouded by fear and uncertainty. The underwater world around them gradually gave way to the shimmering surface as they continued their slow ascent. The family's hearts raced with a mix of relief and anxiety, knowing that their journey wasn't over yet. Marco's decision to use the shark repellent spray had created a temporary buffer, but it was unclear whether the sharks had truly been deterred or if they were lurking nearby. The boat's crew had been watching the situation closely, and they hurriedly extended a ladder into the water to aid their ascent. James, Elise, and Marco helped the children climb the ladder first, ensuring they reached the safety of the boat's deck. Ava, nursing her leg wound, was the last to ascend, her eyes darting nervously between the water and the boat. Once they were all safely aboard, the boat's crew members quickly assessed the situation. They had encountered a school of curious but ultimately cautious sharks, and the repellent had done its job in creating a temporary safe zone. The family received immediate medical attention for Ava's leg wound, which, fortunately, appeared to be minor. As they motored back to the shore, the family exchanged relieved smiles and solemn reflections. They had experienced a close call with the ocean's apex predators and had emerged from the encounter shaken but unharmed. Marco's quick thinking and the teamwork of the boat's crew had been instrumental in their survival. They debriefed on the shore with the local marine experts, who stressed the importance of respecting the ocean's inhabitants and practicing responsible diving. The Harpers had learned a valuable lesson about the unpredictable nature of the sea and the importance of being prepared and knowledgeable when exploring its depths. The next day, the Harpers decided to cut their trip short, but not before making a generous donation to Marlin's Dive Adventures for shark conservation and research. They realized that the ocean, with all its beauty, also held dangers, and understanding these magnificent creatures was the key to coexisting. As they boarded the plane, leaving behind the Corallina Isles and the memories of Marlin's Edge, they carried a story of survival, unity, and the indomitable human spirit. The experience would stay with them as a reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the need to approach the ocean with both awe and caution.